tired of all the uneducated noise you're getting from the droves of YOLO meme coin peddling douchebag gurus out there trying to use you as their exit liquidity? Would you rather learn a competent university-level set of skills that will guide you in managing and investing for the rest of your life? Join us 3 days a week at Digital Investor. Develop your knowledge of game theory, cognitive bias, macroeconomics, monetary theory, investment theory, psychology of the crowds, and more. For more info on Digital Investor and how it can help you, reach out at nickblacknext.com.
Buenos dias, Brandon.
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos dias.
Do we have any housekeeping? Any housekeeping shenanigans?
A little bit. Yeah, let's just hit this because people keep asking. But basically, when we redid the gasless contract, so we redid the cancel all function, and since we did that, what that does is it takes out, so if you're building a house, for example, right? It takes out the foundation of the house. So you have to take all of the roof off. You have to take the boards off, and then you have to rebuild the foundation. Then you have to you have to rebuild the whole thing. So we're rebuilding it, but we're also getting the contract re-audited. So it may take a few more days, which isn't a big deal. The marketplace is totally functional. But besides that, we pushed the date to mint NFTs for the January cutoff to this, let's see, the 5th plus 7 days is 12th,
right?
So this Thursday? Is that what it is? Thursday?
No, because we're
Friday.
on the 8th.
This Friday.
Yeah,
this Friday. So we pushed it to this Friday because we know the January, we were busy doing the twin launch and everything. The January drop is already 3.5 times larger than the December drop, which is really good. So if you guys did want to get in on that, that's fine. If not, who cares? But
we're calling out to Johnny come latelys. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. We're calling out because a lot of people have emailed me and they're like, oh, we're transferring funds over. Anyway, I feel bad. Anyway, this happens and it is what it is. So,
okay, Lisa still hasn't gotten an answer of why she didn't get her nTWIN.
Yeah, she did get an answer, and it's in your. Okay, I'm going to do this publicly, boys and girls.
Oh,
sorry, Lisa.
Snap, Lisa, you're about to get. Hold on. Let me get this drink ready so that when you serve.
Let me follow up. Lisa, let me find her emails. Hold on. I get a lot of emails here. But basically what happens, I just figured something out. You're the one who wrote MetaMask in your wallet one time when you filled out one of the forms. I just figured that out too.
As the wallet address?
Yeah, as the wallet address. It's
how much is MetaMask.eth? Is it expensive?
You can't buy it. I've bid so much on that one. So Lisa says she can't figure out how to use Etherscan, but we're gonna go show her how to use Etherscan.
That's right. You're about to get served up.
This is Lisa's wallet, which is cool. So we're gonna go to that wallet. So basically, if you go into Etherscan, she said nothing's happened for the last 11 days, which is true as far as the Ethereum side of things. But this is called the token transfers, the ERC20 side of things. If you go over to the ERC20, this is any token that's not Ethereum. As you can see, Lisa got her airdrop 3 days and 19 hours ago with everybody else's of 5,700 twin tokens. So anyway, so that's taking care of that. So she can see those tokens there. But this is where you go to look at anything that's not ETH. You go to the token transfers, and it's the ERC20 side of things. Furthermore, you can go in your token list and you can scroll down. You can see that Lisa has some Fetch, some Hypercycle, some Ocean, Singularity, some USDC. Anyway, you go scroll down further and you can see the nTWIN tokens right there as well, 5,700.
Not only that, for people that are banging around their wallet, if you're ever curious, go to Etherscan and you can do the filters, and you can filter just tokens going into the wallet so that you can just see deposits, and it'll show you. So you can just see every single thing that came into your wallet.
Yeah. So
it's pretty easy.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I see people do is they go to MetaMask for some reason and they say, there's no activity, nothing dropped into my wallet. But MetaMask doesn't show everything that happens.
Yeah.
MetaMask shows one, even I don't know how they randomly pick transactions.
Oh, dear God.
Wallet. it'll show like 1 out of 5.
They're not in her wallet though, Brandon.
Bro, see, this is Nick. See, now you see. I'm sorry, bud, that we're looking at your wallet, Lisa. This is your wallet.
This is live. This is not pre-recorded. It is Monday. It is 8:05 a.m. Pacific time. And look what's in your wallet as we speak.
Okay. We could walk through that even more in detail. I don't know what else to do.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's back up about 3 steps. And Lisa, you can do this with us.
Okay, so let's back this up. If you want to see them in your MetaMask wallet, let's go to Power Trade It. Boom, boom. We are going to go on the main page. Oh, it's actually here. We're going to copy this address. So I'm going to Control C. Actually, I'm going to right click so you can see me copy. We're going to open our wallet. We go down here and we go import token, and then go custom token, and then right click, paste. Oh, it says the token's already added because it already is in this wallet. But you'll just it'll fill out the token symbol, which is nTWIN, and the decimal, which is 18, and you'll hit next. And then you'll hit next, and then that will import the tokens so you can see them down here. Can you do that for me, Lisa, really quickly? That's all you got to do is add the tokens to your wallet just using those steps. So we'll wait for that.
Because the thing is that your wallet's not looking for all of the 70,000 plus Ethereum tokens at all times.
Yeah, that would can you imagine what your MetaMask would do every time it did that? The amount of like brain power it would take for you to run that system. Yeah, let's just get them added that way. But if you guys want a wallet like this, Etherscan is the best way to look at your wallet because even your MetaMask, let's pull this back up. So activity, it says I have no transactions in this wallet. How many of you think I have 0 transactions?
I do. I think you never do any transactions.
That's me too. That's me. So if you go to there's no way, Lisa. There's no way.
Here's what I'm going to say. Maybe, Lisa, back out on your computer, back out of MetaMask, lock the wallet, back out of your browser, turn your computer off. Not this second. Turn your computer back on, log back into your MetaMask wallet, go to custom token, add the token using the contract address, even though it's already added. Then go into your wallet and you will see them. If that doesn't work, go to Etherscan. And on Etherscan, look at the transactions into your wallet, ERC20, into the wallet. And you'll see 3 days and some hours ago, right? You'll see a transaction of those tokens into your wallet. And I would also urge you, don't do this on your phone. Make sure you're doing it on your laptop, PC, whatever. Don't try to thumb this on your mobile device. Bam. Okay, another question. Can I retrieve some USDC? Sent us a test from Coinbase to MetaMask via the Base network.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It goes both ways, like my friend Nancy.
It's a little bit different here for USD. So go to Base Scan. Okay. Go type in USDC. Whoopsie. USDC. Okay. It'll actually pull up I think this is the USDC coin. Yeah. So it's a different contract address on Base than it is on ETH. So as soon as you go here, copy this address, go up to your MetaMask. You're going to switch to the Base network. I think I have it added in here. Yeah, Base mainnet. Switch to that Base mainnet. Blah, da, da. And then go down. You go import tokens. Paste this. And that'll add USDC for the Base network. And then you go import. And then if you have it in there, it'll show it in there. Furthermore, I will show you guys another trick.
Oh, snap.
Because we're having a fun day today over on Etherscan. So let's just say you want to pull up your wallet. Hey, Jane, can you put your wallet in the chat really quickly? Actually, I might be able to find it because this will be even better. I'll show you if you have it in there. The best way possible. Quickly put it in chat, though. Just quickly. Or I have to find it like really fast. Jane. Poop-doo-doo. Jane, nope. Jane.
You definitely
I found it.
You definitely want to practice banging around MetaMask and Etherscan because you're going to be doing this a lot, into the foreseeable future.
Okay, so Jane, this is your wallet. It ends in 23F, which is cool. So Jane, so these are all the tokens that you have on the Ethereum side of your MetaMask wallet. You can see all these tokens in here, blardy blardy. You can see your ETH. There's a button over here called multi-chain info. This is all of the tokens in any of your chains in your wallet that is linked to this address. So anything that's on the BNB, in the Poly or Matic, in Harmony One, even in Base, is going to be in this. So you click on this, and it will actually show you have $50. So I'm guessing you sent a $50 test in your Base network of USDC. If I am right, give me a prize.
Oh,
Give me a
snap.
prize. But isn't that cool? So it will show all 20 chains. So you can show every single chain. You have 0 in all these chains in your MetaMask wallet, but in your Base chain, you have 50. In your Ethereum chain, you have a little more than 50. So you can actually click on your Base chain and you can see that you have US dollars, USDC. You sent $50 there. So it's going to show that. Anyway, I think we absolutely nailed it. Yes, I get a prize. Nick, I found people's money. I found
okay.
it.
The other thing that people should do is you need to play around with Etherscan so that you understand like all of the tools and the dexterity that this thing has. There's a reason why Web3 wallet, why bankers are not fans of Web3, because you don't need bankers. If you understand all of these tools that you have at your disposal, you really can take kind of complete control over your currency units. So bang around on Etherscan, play with it, have fun, and watch. If you haven't consumed all of Brandon's tech tip videos, even the ones that seem dumb, like how to add this token, how to add that token, you're going to be adding tokens for the rest of your life, different tokens for different reasons. So get good at it. Get good. That's one thing they say, like if you're playing Population 1 and you get shot up or something, you're like, man, they're like, get good. Damn. Can't say anything to that. You just got to go to the practice range. Well, Etherscan is the practice range for Web3. You need to know how to use it. Even when these other wallets come out, they're going to have something. They'll have some tool, some kind of back-end tool that lets you pierce or plumb the depths of data on whatever blockchain you're using. They all have something similar. There's an explorer for all of these different protocols. So this kind of research on your money is important. You need to get used to doing it. You can't just be like, I sent it from Coinbase. Why am I not winning? Get good, dude. Get good. All right,
dude,
Brandon, do we have any other house?
Find money everywhere. Look at us. We
and real quick, the Twin token's been doing pretty good. It was quiet for like 2 days, and then it's already. Let me see. Let me just put this over there. It's already done almost 10 ETH in transactions just in the last day. So people are starting to wise up. And I got a lot of people like, why would I get Twin token now when I can just get it at the TGE? Because, bro, one, if you buy it at the TGE, like on a launch pad, you're going to get locked up. You're only going to get 6% of your tokens. And if you buy it on day one, you're going to get your ass handed to you on DEXs. Anybody in here? There was a couple people in here that got hammered on hypercycle because they were day oneers. What were some of those fills at? I know somebody got filled at $1.81 because that was the high. $1.81. That was the high fill on hypercycle day one.
Yeah, hypercycle day one. That was a fun time.
And then it went back down to about 35 cents, and then it kind of leveled out and started melting back up. But if you got filled at $1.50, $1.75, $1.81, and you might think, well, okay, but that would never happen for, that's a good fill. You got a good fill then. Good for you. But that's not most people. Most people, they FOMO in when there's a new token launch. So if you know that you can get the tokens at 17 or 18 or 20 cents versus, I mean, I don't care what they start. It's probably going to be 10 cents, what they launch that token at. You're not getting it for 20 cents. Not on day one. Now, if you wait a few days, I don't know what might happen, but you're not getting that. So because the DEXs are so wonky and they're mostly illiquid, and you're suffering the same problems as getting bad market orders. You just can't get a good fill. And that is that. So some people might rather, and I know a lot of people that will do both. They're like, they have early tokens in. That's the best place to be, right? If you have like if you got in early on Twin, you could look and arbitrage across the exchanges. If on day one on the DEXs, it's at like 50 cents, you would just sell all of it. And then you would just buy, if it's cheaper at Node Market, you would just buy the Node Market ones. You could just immediately do that. Versus if it's the other way, you would go the other way. You would sell the nTWIN one and buy the cheaper one. So it's like, anyway, this seems like just real basic math, but you know. All right. We have some AI news. We have some Bitcoin news. Probably let's do the Bitcoin news first. I mean, I can go through the AI news real fast because it's not.
Let's do the AI news, and let's go behind the wall for the Bitcoin because I want to.
Okay.
There's a ton of stuff on the Bitcoin stuff, right? Okay.
So much stuff. Yeah. So we'll do the AI news first. Let's see. I like the little one that's like, get it. He's my favorite. Okay. So, figures humanoid robot learns by watching humans. Not at all creepy. I mean, we could go down a path. But anyway, AI robotics company Figure just showed its Figure 01 humanoid robot making a cup of coffee, which it learned after 10 hours of watching humans make coffee. And it did it. It was all video training. So, which means you could embed a lot of training. Dude, Brandon, what if? What if we had the Figure robot? See if you can find a picture of that sucker too. He's badass. He looks like a Terminator. I mean, sorry, a T-1000. If you could put your twin, for instance, if your robot could be your twin could be in your like humanoid robot, like actually be a Brandon, like go around the house and I don't know what you do. Do you building things and solving technical things.
Yep.
But if your digital twin was somehow inside, wouldn't that be badass? Yeah. Anyway, so Figure's demo showed the robot using a Keurig to brew coffee. It showed off really good dexterity in handling and placing the small pod in the little thing and doing it. And the video also shows a side-by-side of the robot struggling to directly place the pod before eventually succeeding, highlighting its ability to self-correct, which is pretty cool. It uses end-to-end training approach with the system observing humans, completing the tasks from start to finish, and then learning from that data, which is really cool. Look at that bad mofo.
Dude, I don't know if I'd want to fight this thing. It looks solid as titanium.
How badass is that? Honestly. You have that son of a bitch open the door for a Christmas party? Hello.
Jeez. Welcome to our home.
Yeah, that's badass.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay, so that's pretty
this is
cool.
Exactly something Tony Stark would build.
Yes, I know. It's like an Iron Man too. It's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so why do you care? Well, remember, every day of AI is the dumbest AI is ever going to be. Every day it's getting smarter. And yeah, it's like Skynet, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh, so awesome. I want one so bad. I can't probably not afford one, but I want one. The demo showcases the potential versatile future of robotics. And this has got to be just chafing Elon's ass because he's like, this is my stuff. This is all my stuff. And yet, like, everybody else is succeeding. Although, I mean, they are, man, Teslas are cheap. Listen, sidebar, Brandon, sidebar.
Yeah. This
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget robots for a second. You know how cheap it is to get a brand new Tesla right now?
Which model? So the Model S is a little bit more, but the simple model is only like 30 grand, right? Or something.
It's cheap, dude. They're doing, the leases are like 300 something bucks a month.
$300 a month. Wow.
That's less than my coffee budget. And you get a car.
That's 4 gas transactions for me.
Man, it's badass. Anyway, that's my side note. I'm not a fan of Tesla. But still, They are making like electric very affordable, even if they're doing this as a loss leader. I don't know. Anyway, it's cool. So long story short, these robots are going to have a lot of real world functionality. And at first you're going to be like, oh, they're so slow and stupid. But that's what people were saying about cars, and electricity and like computers. Remember that video of all those dumb assholes on like one of those morning shows, and they're like, internet, why would I use the internet? Well, yeah, you're right. Why would you use the internet, dummy? But everyone else on the planet will. And it was just funny because, yeah. Anyway, so that's the robot. Cool. All right. Apple machine learning research releases MLX for on-device AI, which I think is probably a big deal. And maybe this is why they've been so slow to get out of the starting gate. But their machine learning research team quietly introduced MLX, which is an open source framework designed to streamline AI model development and deployment on AI hardware. So imagine like kind of the next step of AIMS, like AI machines, is little small AI machines, all like on mobile devices, laptops, PCs, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, and this is specific to Apple hardware, but still really cool. So MLX brings advanced AI capabilities to all of the latest Apple silicon, simplifying and enhancing the tech across, well, what they say is most Apple products. So the framework offers familiar coding tools like Python, so developers ain't no one developing shit, so that robots can build models easily with behind-the-scenes optimization for faster, more efficient model training. MLX allows users to build a mini data center. Think about this for a second. A mini data center for LLMs on Apple's M2 and M3 products, running smooth, advanced, intensive models on local devices. To me, that says that I may be able to deploy nodes across some of my Apple devices, like hypercycle nodes. I mean, if they're going in this direction, might be kind of cool.
You couldn't. I see the processing power being stronger on some of those M3 chips than some of even the hyper AI boxes. And as long as you have the software to run it, I plan on running some nodes on some of my PCs. Some of my PCs are pretty dope. So
yeah, you got the big gaming PCs.
Yeah.
So I think this is pretty cool. Anyway, I like Apple stuff, but it's because I'm kind of stuck in the network. But anyway, MLX allows users to build these mini data centers. So that when I read that, I was like, oh, cool. So I'm gonna practice and see if I can deploy. See the 11. So here's what we know about, like, on the hypercycle side, they're doing testing, kind of final testing on the 1155. They've got clean audits on all that. So that hypershare token is coming. I think what they're doing is they're trying to, the onboarding for the hypershare token is the issue right now. Like, how do you take a bunch of people, not to be mean, but a bunch of Lisas? How do we get a bunch of Lisas to easily merge their tokens with their licenses, to easily deploy those into a compute environment over the next 2.5 months? Because that's, compute starts pretty much, unless there's some kind of hiccup, the wider rollout at by the end of March. So, but that's not like, it's not like one button you push. There's a lot to it. And so not only do they have to build the little DApp kind of connections, but they also have to educate people on how to do it. So that being said, that's coming in the coming weeks. So I look at this and I'm like, oh, cool, man. It would be great if I could run. So I have like the devices behind me, the hyper AI boxes, which, just for the record, these are all test rigs. All the first boxes that came out are all just testing rigs. They're meant to bang them around, try them, see them if things light on fire, if they smoke, if screens go out. You don't know, especially on a new product. So these first ones are kind of test rigs. And what's going to come probably in the next coming month or two is going to be much more robust. So even if you talk to the people at Hyper Appliance, they're like, yeah, listen, some of these are going to just smoke out. You don't know yet. We got to figure out what's working. So don't get stressed out if your rig is like weird, because they're all weird. The first version of everything is weird. So there you go. Let's see. All right. So just to put a button on this, Apple is also rumored to be preparing a new version of, the one, Siri, with AI, which can retain conversational information across your devices and probably conversational history. So
About time.
yeah. And so why does it matter? Well, if they make it really user-friendly and optimize all of these designs for Apple Silicon, which is like their private chips, MLX represents a major step towards on-device AI across Apple's ecosystem. And while many have already counted Apple out of the AI race because they're basically more than a year behind, they're way behind. I think they're what, 4 to 6 months behind on their Vision Pro. They still, CES is this week, so maybe they'll officially launch it this week. And I'm an idiot, so I'm going to buy one. But I'm buying one with the sole intention that for me, it's just a badass giant TV that at night, if I want to watch some show, I can just be like, whoa. I don't know. That seems kind of cool. I don't know. So anyway, but it's a complete waste of money. But people have basically counted Apple, including myself. Like I thought they completely shit the bed, and they are behind on AI, but maybe they can shake things up. I know that they're getting a lot of downgrades. Like I think somebody just downgraded them this morning. I'm trying to think who it was. Anyway, they got like a downgrade of their equity. So yeah. Okay, so there's that. The only other thing that I thought was kind of interesting, there was the Oak Ridge Laboratory thing? This is kind of crazy. The Frontier supercomputer housed at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory and backed by the Department of Energy, the DOE, has executed a 1 trillion parameter large language model. So it rivals advanced AI models like GPT-4, powered by AMD's 3rd gen EPYC, Epic, cute, Trento CPUs, and the Instinct M1250X AI GPU accelerators. Frontier boasts basically 8.7 million cores, achieves 1.19 exaflops, which is, dear God, that's a lot. It's going to be interesting to see. It uses, the technical stuff doesn't matter. It's very interesting. This is a big competitive. All of this stuff's going to get cheaper. The chips are going to get cheaper. It's going to be less expensive to do more. And this stuff is going to consume. And then the more AI compute that's going on and the more compute availability, the more testing and science and like metallurgy and like everything you can imagine, so that, it won't be too long before things like nanobots, I saw that in the comments, those kinds of things are much more possible when you have this much compute that you can throw at problems. So I think that's pretty badass. Like on the pharmaceutical side, there's a London-based spin out of Google's DeepMind announced, I think it's called Isomorphic Labs. They have a partnership with Eli Lilly and Novartis. And I think that's around $3 billion for that partnership. And it focuses on AI-driven drug discovery for treating diseases. That's pretty badass. So you think like all these pharmaceutical companies, they're definitely getting inside and quick. And so, yeah, man. And then in the final, the CES, what I talked about earlier, the consumer electronics show that has all the kind of badass stuff. It begins in Vegas. I think, is it today? It begins or tomorrow? Maybe it's tomorrow. But it's going to be all sorts of cool stuff. They have press conferences from AMD, NVIDIA, LG, Samsung, a bunch. Everybody will be talking about all their new AI stuff and all that. My guess is you're going to see a lot of new AI-driven TV stuff, AI-driven like AR glasses, health devices. I think it's going to be a big year for health devices. Maybe that's good for Rejuve. Nothing else seems to be good for Rejuve. Maybe it is. Anyway, and then Meta's generative AI team introduced Fairy. I'm like, well, there's plenty of fairies at Meta. No, that's not what they're talking about. A video-to-video synthesis model that enhances AI video editing. So for people that are doing editing, you're getting new cool tools via Meta. And that's pretty much it for all. I mean, that's not it at all. There's tons of AI news that we didn't even touch, but that's some of the cool stuff. Okay, Brandon, any thoughts before we roll that up and then get behind the
Now
wall?
let's roll that up. Let's get to markets. Lisa still can't find her tokens, which I feel horrible about, but gosh dang it. I don't know
Do
what else
you,
to do.
I mean,
I feel bad because I know she's frustrated, and I feel bad because I don't know what other tools to. I think we've showed them an Etherscan. I don't know what else to do, and it's
like Lisa, we know you have the tokens because they're there. They're there. It's just that you're having trouble. Maybe there's one step you're missing in that process. And listen, crypto's not easy. So don't beat yourself up over it. We can beat you up over it, but you should not beat yourself up over it.
Yeah. Let's go behind the wall. Let's talk about
yeah,
crypto.
that's a good question. Lisa, make sure if you have multiple MetaMask wallets that you're looking at the correct one.
Oh, that's true. Oh, very good point, Joe.
Joe.
Good point.
Joe for the win.
Joe might have nailed it there. Joe.
Yeah, make sure if you have multiple wallets. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to go behind the wall, and we're going to talk about all sorts of fun stuff, and we'll get into the nitty gritty of it. The nitty gritty. But yeah, hold on. Let me put this thing here. Let me put this thing here. We should do it. We're going to be super proper. You know what I mean? We're very proper, us.
We're always proper.
Oh wait, not that one. That's cool. That robot scares that robot both scares and excites me. I'm excited by it.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.
Well, bam. Let's do this.